It's been absolutely amazing. I'm so fortunate. I have such an amazing instructor. Her name is Jalila. My static breath hold was 2 minutes and 30. Kitty! Hi! So I'm definitely going to see how today goes. Yeah, no expectations. I'm done. I'm exhausted. I can't learn anything more. I can't put anything more in my brain. Good morning. I'm here in Amed today, and for tomorrow I am signed up for a level 1 freediving apnea course. So this is where we're at. We're starting with a coffee. I'm not even sure what time it is. I got picked up at my villa at 5 o'clock. Actually, it was a little bit late, and we started at 5:15. We actually got here at about 7:30. I was able to sleep. Oh, it's exactly 8:30 now. So I was able to sleep in the car. And then I'm actually staying at a homestay that's just across the road. So there's no Gojek here. So I'm just gonna be walking. And this is what we're doing. Everybody has told me that I need to do this course and learn apnea for big wave surfing. So what are we doing this weekend? Okay, I just finished the first part of the session. Very interesting. I'm about to have lunch. I'll do an update later. Okay, we just finished the second session of the day and we came up to the dive pool. Oh, I'm going to shower now. Here is Felicia.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Felicia is also doing the freediving course. Anyway, we finished our second session of the day in the pool and we all managed to swim 25 meters, turn around a little bit more.
Yeah, that was great.
And then we did some safety and then we also practiced like the turn and the duck dive. You have a really good duck dive. You had a good 90-degree, yeah, your duck dive was really good. I was like, oh, good duck dive.
But yours looks nice as well. You were also like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we've had a really big day. We're here at Blue Earth Village, upstairs in the restaurant. This is actually a place that is walking distance from Apneista. Anyway, I'll fill you in on more and get the food later, but we're just going to order some food. Hi, I am finally back here and checked into my homestay, which is actually just across the road from the freediving place. Wow, it's 8:30. I have been like since 8:30 there and like all day with everybody. It's been such an amazing day. It's been such an experience. Tomorrow is the second day. I actually have my settings right now. Oh, that's a bit better. I have my settings on low light. I actually need to get some moisturizer on my face. What an amazing, oh, this is my homestay. It's nice and basic, but it's perfect. Just the bathroom there, shower. It's nice and like white and bright. The fabric is nice, it's a nice smell. And look out here. You can't actually see, but right in front is the ocean. And over there is so nice. There is like the view of like all the restaurants. It's been such an incredible day. What an experience. I'm going to sit down and talk to you about it, but it's been a full day. We did 2 sessions. One session in the morning, we actually started in the ocean, whereas usually you start in the pool, but because of the ocean, our instructor thought that it was better to start in the ocean this morning. Let me tell you, this is definitely very challenging for me. I don't have any scuba experience. The only experience that I have with like breathing and being underwater is with like my surfing experience and then with breathing when it comes to the exercises that I know through pranayama with yoga, the breathing, the breathwork practice of yoga. But this is, it's a whole new challenge. And yeah, it's a different skill, there's different technique. I'm just gonna put this moisturizer on my face, do my skincare. Never told you this, but I have a Biossance, it's an Australian brand, squalene and marine algae eye cream. It's like all organic ingredients. I'm not sure how I feel about this anymore. When I first started using this, this was awesome. It's the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair Serum. It's still good, it feels really nice. However, the last time I was back in Sydney, I bought this Dermalogica. It is the Phyto Nature Oxygen Cream, Firming and Lifting Liquid Moisturizer. So I'm just going to put that on, and then I'm gonna have a little bit of a sit down and chit chat. And then I actually like to kind of sometimes mix these, but I guess I put the serum on first. I actually don't have much left in the bottle. Look, I think it's good. I think it's very hydrating. But my skin actually requires a lot now that I'm another year into my age, another year into surfing. I really like this product. It's the Dermalogica. They actually have very good products. I put this everywhere. This feels really good, really hydrating. Having short hair is so easy, it's crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna go out. This beautiful view. Just with the lights here. Just have a little bit of a chit chat about the day's events. Okay, I really do hope that this works. I've just got the water bottle sitting on, my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 sitting on top of the water bottle. Today was so interesting. I tried to vlog, but I was seriously all day full time into this course, and it's been amazing. I absolutely had no idea what I was signing up for. Everybody had just told me and recommended for me that it would be such a good idea because I surf big waves, and sometimes there is hold downs and wipeouts, that it's really good to learn about how to breathe properly underwater and like what your body does and how to stay relaxed and calm. And I've gotten so much information today about that, like the science and anatomy of the body, the science of how we breathe and what happens with the oxygen and the carbon dioxide. It's been absolutely amazing. I'm so fortunate. I have such an amazing instructor. Her name is Jalila, and I'm doing it at the Apneista School. There's 3 of us in total doing this 2-day course. Tomorrow is going to be the 2nd day, and we actually get our certificate for the level 1. I think it's called Wave 1 for free diving. Then there's like this extra charge if you want to pay 500,000 IDR, and if you make the requirements, you can actually then be recognized for a global certificate to be certified for level 1. So let's see if I make those requirements tomorrow. But so far, we made all of them today, all of us. There's only 3 of us, and it's so wonderful. I have such a great group, and actually Jalila said, who is our instructor, she said she was so happy with our group today. Like, we were so beautiful and such an easeful and great, easy group to teach. Like, all of us just really wanted to learn. There was nobody was complaining. Nobody was like trying to be competitive. Yeah, it was really, really good. I was definitely humbled. I'm in general like a slower learner with things. So, and because some of this is a little bit like technical, yeah, I found it very challenging. Learning even just like the other 2 people. Felicia is from Germany and Dan, he is from the Netherlands. They both have some scuba diving experience. However, I have learned that, yeah, it's completely different, free diving and scuba. But like one of the basic skills and things that we need to learn is to equalize. And oh my God, there were so many things. And like I said already, like I really didn't know what I was signing up for. It's definitely like some people have said today, like it feels more like free diving is a sport, whereas scuba diving is more like tourist attraction sightseeing. Because with the free diving, right now we're just like going up and down the rope, or the afternoon session we were going back and forth doing different exercises and drills in a 25-meter pool. I just really had no idea. We've gone through so much of like the anatomy and the science of like breathing, and one of the biggest things is learning that actually we started this morning to do our first breath hold, and at first I held my breath for 1 minute and 32 seconds, and then we went through some like theory and learning how to breathe properly. And then the second time, my static breath hold was 2 minutes and 30. And there was this little machine that we put on the end of our finger, and it actually measured how much, when you're like holding your breath, when you have your first contraction, which is actually your diaphragm moving, but when that happens and your body starts to contract, you actually have a lot of oxygen still in your body. That the practice is to allow your mind to relax there, because you actually have a lot of oxygen. And mine kept saying 100. So in my static breath hold, I was still at 100%, oxygenated. When it drops down that number to 75, then you're a little bit in trouble. But she's like, that will only usually happen like after 5 or 6 minutes. But usually when people find that they start to have those contractions, people usually start to freak out. So it's the practice of allowing yourself to be able to get to a point where you feel comfortable enough under the water going deep. Because our first session this morning, I went to probably only 7 meters this morning, and we were holding the rope, pulling ourselves upside down and then the right way up. But being able to, for me, I had to really focus on like equalizing, because I started getting like a little bit of pressure in my right ear and right at my sinus here. The first time I did it, I didn't equalize enough, and I actually went to 7 meters and only equalized like 4 times. She's like, you've got to equalize every time you use your arm to pull the rope. So I had to do like a double equalize. And then also at the end of my session, the morning session, when I took my mask off, I actually blew my nose and I had blood coming out of my nose. So that was actually just because it may have been a little bit dry and they're just a little bit of like veins. She said it's perfectly normal, it's totally fine. And then in the pool this afternoon, after my first time I tried to swim the lap of 25 meters underwater, I came up the first time and I couldn't do it. And then, my nose was bleeding again. It didn't hurt or anything. That was kind of interesting, just learning about the different reactions and things that your body, that was obviously after. Oh my God, we learned so much theory and everything. But it was definitely, we learned a lot of theory. And then we did in the ocean this morning, we did about 5 or 6 dives this morning. And then we did some things in the pool. Today, I managed to swim the entire, with my fins on, obviously, holding my breath, the entire 25 meters underwater, turn around, and I did 5 more meters. So I actually probably did, about 30 meters underwater. But in the ocean, that's only half, because you go down a certain amount and then you've got to turn around and come back up. So let's see. And she's like, you don't have to focus on, trying to like make your personal best. She's like, this skill, it takes time for your body to get used to and develop the skill and to adapt to what your body needs to do when you're going to be down in the depths and for the amount of time. Because every time when your body begins to start to make those contractions, those ripples, that's just your body saying that you want to exhale. But you actually, it's very loud. That's why I have this microphone. You actually still have enough oxygen in your body until like like if you stay down there for 6 minutes and then your body starts to do that, then you may like black out. But that only starts to happen at like 5 or 6 minutes, and that definitely wasn't happening to me. So there's all these things that we learn. So I think it's really I think it was really good to do. We've got tomorrow, the second day, where we'll do more dives. We're actually going to dive tomorrow without holding the rope and just like swim down and then swim up again. So we were practicing doing a turn today in the pool, but tomorrow, instead of holding the rope, we'll just be using like the fin. So it was crazy actually. And I definitely felt like sometimes a little bit like lightheaded because of the movement in the ocean. I was a little bit feeling queasy in the ocean at one stage. I almost felt like after a dive, I felt like I needed to do like a number 2. Another one when I came up, I had felt very, I'm even yawning now. I felt very tired at the end of one of the dives. I'm like a little bit lazy. I could just actually like hold the camera in my arm. Anyway, I am super grateful that I was able to do this and sign up to this, because this year I've really practiced when I've come off a wave or if I'm getting a set on my head to really feel confident that I just need to hold my breath and be calm and wait. I actually need to do some, and ask people if they actually, when they're underwater for a hold down, if they like equalize. I've never really asked about that. That's probably some information that I'll need to figure out when it comes now, like doing more like big wave surf training. I would love to do more training for that actually, but I'm really glad I did this. And yeah, I mean, maybe I will do some more free diving. At the moment, I just want to get through this like first course, but I think it's been so interesting actually, to tell you the truth. I've never learned anything like this, and it's definitely a challenge, and I am loving this time right now for me, that I'm just, look at how messy all my things are back there. Yeah, it's a little bit messy back there, but that's fine. Yes, I'm definitely, and it was really nice. After actually we did our pool session this afternoon, we stopped for lunch and we had a lunch break, and then there was like maybe 15 minutes I like laid down. I didn't fully fall asleep because they kept like these flies landing on me, but after we finished at like 10 to 5, we almost thought that there was going to be like a yoga class at where we were doing at Blue Village, I think it was called. We thought that there was going to be a yin yoga class. There wasn't, but we just stayed there and we had dinner and we just hung out for a couple of hours, and yeah, it was just like chatting and talking to Felicia and Dan. And then in the end, there was this other guy sitting at the table next to us, and he was sharing that he had just completed a 3-day freediving course. He only had like half days, and he went to like 22 meters. That's crazy. He's got a lot of scuba diving experience. But yeah, it was just really nice for me also. I haven't been that social lately, so it was nice for me just to kind of sit and have dinner and, get to know, these people that I'm doing the course with, and they're lovely. They're really, really lovely. We had a really, really nice night. Yeah, I'm just super, super grateful that I've been able to do this, because again, it's just adding to more knowledge when it comes to, for obviously all the skills for freediving, but obviously I'm hoping to obviously apply all of this when it comes to my big wave surfing and having wipeouts and hold downs there. So yeah, tomorrow we've got the second day, and I'm kind of gonna like wind down, and I really didn't make any content for my social media today, hopefully for Instagram or Facebook. Hopefully I will do that tomorrow, and she said that she's gonna have the GoPro tomorrow and get some videos of us, so that that'll be good. Other than that, yeah, I just wanted to wrap up today. I will probably do like a review tomorrow when I finish. I'll try to get some content tomorrow as well. Okay, that's all for today. I actually woke up at like 5 something, and it was like, first light was like the most beautiful sunrise. So I ran out and I got some content of that, and then I came back to bed. I scrolled a little bit on social media, and then I went back to sleep. And now I've just been laying in bed, and I have just started creating my new 2025 Pinterest mood board, Pinterest vision board. And yeah, I think it's the 8th. It is our last day, or only the second day of the freediving course. I slept so well. I just went straight to sleep last night. It was so nice. Yeah, it's so beautiful here. Like, let me show you again. It is absolutely gorgeous here. I don't have to be at the course until 9 a.m. I'm gonna actually wake up and do a meditation visualization, do my yoga practice. That is what we're gonna do to start the morning. Came out of a 14-minute transcendental meditation. That felt amazing. I haven't done a TM meditation for a while, transcendental meditation practice for a while. I've been doing shorter guided visualizations and meditations, but that, I feel so peaceful and present. Okay, I'm going to do a yoga practice. I have done my yoga practice and showered, and now I'm going to get coffee and probably some breakfast. I didn't eat breakfast yesterday and only had like our lunch break. I'm just going to leave my key here. Oh, hi. Hi. Makasih. Thank you. Kitty. Hi. That was a very nice bed to sleep in. Now I'm going across the road. It's very convenient that the homestay that I booked is exactly across the road. Here we are. It's exactly across the road. Here. I just ordered a bowl of oats. However, yes, they do recommend that maybe we try not to have coffee, but I'm going to have coffee. Okay, that was very close. I had pressed the zoom. Yes, I'm definitely still having a coffee. What I noticed about yesterday's training and how it affected my meditation practice this morning and even my yoga practice, that the thoughts that came into my head when I was in meditation, and then when I was having certain thoughts in my yoga practice, it was like they're just there. You just need to not indulge in them and just keep going through your practice, keep breathing. If there were the thoughts in the meditation practice, just step away from them, come back to your breath, come back to the mantra. And then, yeah, yesterday actually it's actually been, the whole day was quite very transformative actually. So I'm definitely going to see how today goes. Yeah, no expectations, just to go out there and learn, have fun, be aware of my breath, of my body, make sure that I'm always equalizing, go slowly, just have awareness. Yeah, they are my intentions for today. And I'm very excited that I started the morning, yeah, just starting to create that vision board for 2025. And yeah, I'm excited. Everything is so good. I have a bowl of oats here. I actually got them to put banana and apple and some chia seeds, mix it with water and a little bit coconut milk. They did have the option for the date or the raisins. Raisins, by the end of the day, will make me fart. I'm not feeling it for raisins. Dates, lately I've been putting one every morning, like a big medjool date in my oats every morning, but I didn't want to do that this morning. Here we are. Smells so good. Let's try. Oh my god, perfect. Okay, we just came out of our morning session with some stretches and some pranayama, and then we just did a laying down visualization. That was very relaxing except for the flags. Now we're going to gear up and get ready for our session in the ocean. Okay, let's go. Okay, here we are. Felicia and I, James Bond girls here in our black wetsuits. Jalila just reminded us to hydrate again. Of course, I brought my hydro flask, which I filled with my Kangen water 9.5 pH, so very hydrating. Okay, now we're ready. Okay, we just finished the morning session. This is very challenging. Hello. Yeah, I went to 10 meters. Yeah, my last, after the second one, as soon as I went upside down, the third one, I started to feel the pressure in my ears, not so much in my head, and I wasn't feeling any contractions really yet. But when I tried to my very last one, like equalize and like stretch it out when I was starting to feel the pressure, by that time I was like, I forgot what I was doing on my last one. And then I came up and I forgot if I had like one pull, and then I was just coming up. Yeah, by the last one I think I was tired and there was a stronger current in the water. But yeah, the first one was cool because it was only like 6 meters, and I felt very, very relaxed. It was very slow. That was like my easiest one, the first one, but then it was just challenging after, but super fun. I'm very glad that I'm doing this. I'm very tired now, and I'm glad also this morning, like I had a good sleep last night, and then I did have my coffee and oats this morning, and that definitely also helped me to feel more grounded and full in my belly, so I felt a bit more like heavier in the water, grounded in the water. Yeah, so that was good. Oats, always oats for breakfast. Such a good, that's always like my power breakfast before surfing. It's something to have now, I realized, before free diving. So yeah, it's cool. Here we are at the lunch. Okay, we just did like the first test exam, and then we just did the second exam. I feel exhausted. That took us 50 minutes. So now we're gonna go back into the other schoolroom, and we still have one more dive left. Dan is ready to rock it.
We'll see, we'll see.
He's got a vendetta with the rope.
With the rope. Crush it.
He's gonna crush it. He's gonna show that rope what he's gonna do. Okay, we are going into the last session of the day. If I can do the kicking all the way to the bottom for the 10 meters, and then do the safety at the 6 meters, then I meet the requirements to get the certificate for international level 1. Otherwise though, she just said, yeah, we just go, we just do the dive, enjoy the dive, relax. I just learned that like this equalizing, it should be very gentle. I definitely was not doing it gentle before. I'm definitely tired, but I'm gonna go into my zone and focus and just do the best that I can. Oh, and we all passed our exam. We got, we all only got 2 wrong. So yeah, we all passed. Yay! Okay, I'm done. I did it. Oh my God, no more learning. My mental capacity is full. Like I'm tired, but more it's like mentally, like I've tried to stay in the zone. I've tried to breathe. Like no more equalizing. Oh my God, I was like bleeding so much from my mouth and I think and my nose. But I did it. I've done all the safety requirements for not only level 1 in Southeast Asia, but also like the level 1 for globally recognized worldwide. So that's great. Strong current. We actually saw a turtle, which was really nice, but it's challenging to like get yourself, like for me, like I took a really long time with the tidal breathing, like the preparation breathing, to like really prepare myself and like have really good amount of breath. And then yeah, at the end I was a little bit fast with my 10 meter constant weight where you're just kicking and not holding on to the rope. I was a little bit fast because before I was like a little bit slower, but I really wanted to get there and make it to the 10, and I did, and I came up. So next time, whatever the next time will be, I need to just keep more of a moderate pace. But I did it. That was a really, really tough weekend. That was more difficult than trying to surf big waves or even my first toe-in session that I had. That was really challenging, like obviously in a different way, like and like it's compacted into like the full 2 days. Like I'm done, I'm exhausted, I can't learn anything more, I can't put anything more in my brain to learn. can't equalize anymore and like be in the zone with my breathing, yeah, I'm done. I'm super grateful, but I'm done. Yeah, our group, everybody did really, really well as well. So it was really good. Yeah, we're all proud of one another. And Shalila, our instructor, she's amazing. Yay.